The same browser is better than Brave, Arc, and Chrome, and I can't recommend anything else. That's interesting. Especially when you have Google telling you directly, yeah, we're going to spy on you even harder than before. You're not good. So you may want to move out from some stuff. Using Google as search engine, so who knows. Play around with browsers quite a bit, and very few have managed to steer me away from Google Chrome. Still dabble with Flurp, and use it significantly more than other browsers that I've used. The browser is one that I've been using for about a week now consistently. It's the best browser that I've used, and no matter what browser you're using, it's worth giving it a shot. For users who are in love with Arc and continue using it despite its security issues, Zen browser is undoubtedly one of the best alternatives to switch to. The company has announced that Arc will be maintained with security updates and bug fixes. When it comes to new features, there's nothing else coming. Zen continues what Arc started, with focus on usability and privacy. Zen browser is also open source compared to the closed source Arc. It's based on the Gecko engine, which powers Firefox. I like Firefox, but it has a lot of problems too, so I don't know. The browser managed to combine the best of Flurp, Vivaldi, Firefox, and Chrome into one beautiful product that works phenomenally well. Well, I've seen people talk about bugs, those were months ago, and it seems to be the case that's pretty stable processor these days. As my main browser, I haven't come across any major issues. Tried from when I first installed it, and it was incredibly laggy. Once I closed and reopened it, it was completely fine. Okay. Some of the features include huge amounts of customization, pretty tabs that anchor to the top of your tab bar, pin tabs that are pushed to the top of your dial list, sync lens, a feature that works like Little Arc, I don't know what it is. Some mods that add even more features, split views, and workspaces. Okay. Okay, interesting. What about the analogs though? Can we even mention them? I'm gonna, I don't care. For example, one of the Zen mods installed is Super URL Bar. This feature centers the text in the URL bar, runs the edges, and removes the border by default. I don't like that. You can then tweak it further in settings, so that you can change how it looks, including hiding icons, changing the colors, and more. The developer has been incredibly active on Reddit. Yeah, figures. Adding features that the users request. For example, changing the size of the tab bar was a popular request in an older thread asking for features, and the developer added the option to drag the tab bar to make it wider or smaller. People have also had a success tagging the developer on other posts, but the browser are requesting features. Okay. I don't think that's bad, but Reddit, really? Magnitude quality? Kind of silly if you ask me. In terms of other features, there are web panels which can be quickly accessed with hotkey and the ability to copy the current URL with regular or markdown format with hotkey too. I think that's really important. I don't know about you, but I send a lot of links to people, so being able to quickly copy the URL without needing to click the top URL bar actually saves me quite a bit of time. Doesn't take that long, to be fair, but sure. I guess it's not a big deal. Even if searching for articles are right, it saves time because I can use my hotkeys to switch between my tabs, copy URLs, and more. There are other little things too, like pressing the new tab button brings up an overlay. You can type in to change your current page until you hit enter. I guess they can be useful. The browser is all about making the experience seamless and easy. It's scratching an itch for me in a way that no other browser really has. I love Slurp, but something about Zen browser has been incredible to use. Plus, its privacy options are fantastic. The browser itself collects no data, and all of the Mozilla tracking can be disabled. That's good. That's actually really good. Unlock social media trackers, fingerprinters, and more, and you can install extensions like geoblocking engine on top of that. Yeah, it's based on the same thing as Firefox, so they could have the same store for extensions. Interesting, interesting. You're buying me a little bit. The only major downside that I've come across is that some browsers doesn't support playing their unprotected content. The developer is very open about this. as it requires a company of a significant size and a 2000 USD fee. The browser is only developed by one person, and the cost is described as being financially unreasonable in its FAQ. Yeah, I think it's fair. You might be able to fix it with extensions, perhaps, but I don't know. There's one other major upside to using some browser, and as I alluded to already, is that it moves away from the Chromium web rendering monopoly using Mozilla's Gecko. And that's necessarily wrong. Problem with Chromium and Brave. Yeah, I know it's not the best, but if they make a proper fork, they could make their own thing. Chromium is a fantastic browsing engine that forms the basis of many browsers out there, including Arc but also Brave, Edge, and Opera. Edge? Really? I didn't know that. With that said, as browsers continue to rely on Chromium as their rendering engine, that unwillingly hands control over to Google when it comes to the open internet. If it's open source, the reason Chromium works so well is that websites need to be optimized for it due to Google's near monopoly in rendering technology. Yeah, I think I know what this guy's about to say here. And if it's what I think it is, I'm going to agree, probably. That's why other browsers using other rendering tech like some browsers and Gecko are important. It increases the market share of other rendering engines and takes far away from Chromium, in the sense that websites have to be built to support multiple engines, rather than just the one owned by Google. Even back then, you had to optimize for at the very least, Internet Explorer/Edge, Chrome, and Firefox. If you were a little bit more fancy, what was the other one? Safari? But yeah, at least the big three, as they say. But you certainly have a privacy-focused Chromium browser. The very nature of what Chromium is actually goes against the ideals that would make a user want to use a privacy-focused browser in the first place. Yeah, that's totally wrong. When it comes to the likes of Brave specifically, that browser gets a lot of praise despite the fact that it doesn't actually do much special. If ignoring the Web3 things that are built on top of it, or affiliate code placing, affiliate codes are literally made to track user data and traffic sources, or the myriad of settings that users have to wade through, it's still Chromium under the surface. Isn't Brave directly contributes to Google's stronghold over web rendering? Not as much as Chrome, at least. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Surprisingly, most people gloss over all of that, thinking about it as if it's the best browser out there. It's not that bad, to be fair, it's better than Chrome. That's why people think it's very good. It's just another Chromium-based browser at best, and a browser that really goes against its privacy premises at worst. You can achieve most of what Brave does with regular extensions, without any of the added mess. Not anymore, not with Chromium at least. Even when it comes to claims of speed, which Brave claims to be the fastest browser, both of them are similar enough that you realistically will notice the difference. Fair, it has some memory issues too, I've found. Same browser is my new favorite browser. I think it's fine. I wanted to try it, I wanted to use it, but this could be interesting. Same browser is my new favorite browser. It's open source, beautiful, and extensively modifiable. It marks the trend of privacy-focused browsers still being built in Chromium, which is a major plus, and it's clear that the developer behind the project actually cares about the users. After all, it is just the hobbyist project being maintained by basically just one person. If you're looking for a new browser and aren't sure where to start, give it a try. Interesting. Interesting. I will make a note of this. Might try it at some point. Not anytime soon, I don't think, but I think it's an interesting choice. I need to get used to it, of course, but not bad. The thing is, because that's also a problem, are you going to use a different search engine, or it's just Google? If it's just Google, trolling still prevails. The monopoly is still there, and I know it's not the same as just having all of the browsers being from Chrome, but still.